I'm a little bit early, kind of. I know, just a pop-up. Okay, these are customs, fully customs, inside, outside, and check under the bio for RLCs and stuff like that, and too. So, um, all the bells and whistles done, and if there's a lot of stuff I don't have done quite yet because they're a pain in the butt. But, anyways, Chevy Gasser, all the things, y'all. Right? Pretty, pretty. She's a pretty thing, I must say. Engine lights up. On Rail Riders, freaking dust. I put them in a nice little box for you. And I do sign all my customs. They're one of ones, and that's it. It's like I might have like a whole lot of them. Same cut, like same casting, different colors. But let's go. They're well worth 30, over than 30, but I took them out of the boxes. It's like, some people don't want this or that. They want what they want. So there you go. The NOS truck. Yeah, I can run that next. Clear coat, interior done. Because M2s, they don't have a clear coat, so those decals can come off. But I did clear coat it. It's very cool. All right, very cool. Very cool. Okay. And if you guys did not see, I did finish that Silverado. Okay. I'm live streaming. Hi. Oh, and this one has lenses too. Michelle's cars don't do that. Mine do though. Actually, I was gonna keep it, and I was like, you know what? I have a lot of trucks. My personal collection. It is not loose. Even if it's loose, it's still worth it because I do not damage all my cars that are loose. This is how it goes. But I make custom gold nuggets. But sometimes you just don't have the wheels. Sometimes you need a big wheel in the front and big wheel in the back, or you have 3D printed wheels that only fit on some specific models. Like, look at that. Look how fat those things are. They're huge. That's what she said. Anyways, that's the LFA with 430 custom wheel, 3D printed wheels on them. They are hard to put on. Let me tell you, it's not easy. And I do have that Impala and that Dodge Ram under the buy it now. I mean, the Lincoln Continental, that one. Okay, let's keep moving, shall we? Let's see. Nova Gasser. Who doesn't love a gasser, right? All the things that light up in the black light. Sorry, my lighting kind of sucks. I'm sorry. But yeah, you can see all them pipes and stuff light up. Very cool. Sometimes I like them to look like they've been through some stuff. But I think I'm gonna put a machine gun on it. I don't know. I have all these ideas for all these series. I do like that series. When it's gone, and that's all there is to it. The Nova Gasser. This one used to be purple. No more purple, and I think that's the only Nova Gasser I have. I have this purple Bel Air Gasser. I got that gasser on transport. That's in the buy it now. There's so many things going on. So what's up, y'all? This is a custom show. There are things that are not custom in buy it now. And I think I have one of my customs in buy it now. I don't know. But instead of buying mystery boxes and you don't know what it is and you might not want it, I'm giving you guys the autonomy to get what you want. For this is more than fair. It's brutally killing me a little bit, but it's okay.
Sorry. What up, chat?
What's up?
Big Bird Jizzle in the hizzle.
What? All right. Okay. Let's start out something else. What do you guys want? Tell me. Speak your truths, baby. Let me know. I took it out of my personal collection. It's that beautiful Impala, right? She's low as well, and she's pretty. Real riders, lenses. I love those Impalas, man. Some lenses that light up, interior done up, all the things. I didn't sign it. I did sign it. It's just very little. She's pretty. Taillights, interior, headlights that glow under a black light, okay? I took it out of my personal collection. What did I get? Something. I got chemicals today. Because that's what I do. This is what I do for a living 24/7. Because you don't sleep that much. And also, we'll chit-chat about wheels and everything like that, because not all wheels are created the same. And some people are very new to this world side of Diecast, just building customs in general, or anything mini. Sorry. All right. Nobody wants that Impala? Seriously? Wow. And I mix my own paints, and I also buy some paints, and I do reviews and stuff like that on TikTok, YouTube. We are streaming on YouTube right now. But if you guys change your mind about that one, let me know. I'll just put it back in my personal collection. I like a little bit of everything. Never kill nobody. Subi. All the things. Actually, I should tag Pepsi before. His son works for Nike, so he was asking. I know, I'm sorry.
Baby, look what I got you.
Subi, but the Subi is different. You see, that has only one rivet.
Oh, that's the Fast and Furious one. Is that in a box? Huh? Is that in a box?
I took everything out of the box and give people the autonomy to buy what they want and buy it now because
that's the Fast and Furious one. That's a $20 car by itself.
Yeah, I know.
Without being customized.
And no riders and all the things. All right, there you go.
Look at this car. I've never seen
Oh, nice.
Cadillac. Look at that. You guys seen that casting? Sick ass Cadillac.
I need to sell my cars because I do paint them. That's gonna pay for one just cleaning my guns, man.
Needed Porsche, the 935.
Okay, I'm doing customs.
Okay. Love you guys. Hey, show some love, you guys.
Show some love.
Sell out. Why is she not sold out the boxes tonight? How many she sold?
I'm not doing boxes. It's just
How many did you sell?
I sold one box this morning.
Okay.
So I'm like,
all day?
No.
Oh.
I have to do it. I have
left them in there for the night. They didn't let them rock. Whatever. I think that's the best.
I'm sending it out tomorrow. Everything's going to be sent out tomorrow. So I'm not going to be on very long tonight. If not, it's going to just cross over to mystery boxes, and then you don't know what you're going to get. So pick it. Pick it now. Or,
get that Subi, or it's not going to cross the block again.
It'll go in a mystery box, and you have to find it.
That one. Bird's taking it. Hi, Jack. It's hard to in this house.
Yes, it is very hot.
75 degrees in here.
Why? I don't know. Bird is cold all the time. I don't know.
You have 3 coffees, 4 juices, 2 iced teas.
Okay, stop Stop. Stop yelling at me. All right.
Let's go, Bubba. You need some juice?
Yeah.
Huh?
But I don't have a bunch of customs because, it takes a long time to build them.
Yeah, about 150 customs.
But they're not all done. They're not all done. Check, that's this 1973 Jeep. Very cool. She looks a little burnt. Man has all the lenses and the lights. Very cool. On-rail riders. All those little tiny details inside and out. Done. Taillights. Bam. If you live in the desert, you definitely want one of these to play around in the dirt with. It's fun, right? Who doesn't like to play in the dirt? Who doesn't like to get a little bit dirty, darling? But also follow me on the Instagram and on YouTube and stuff. I do tutorials and reviews on how to make miniatures. And if you're starting to build customs or you just want to do a wheel swap, hey, I'm not mad at you. I like to help. That's how I go. That's how I jam, man. But let me show you some. There's a bunch of different wheels, types of wheels. They have. You got your wheel riders. I had some right in front of my face. Where'd they go? Okay, so wheel riders like that come like this, right? You got 3D printed wheels that come like this. They're ultra fragile, and sometimes, it's like the axle. You have to make your axle, and sometimes you have to bore it out just a little bit more. Just be careful you don't manhandle these 3D printed wheels. They look very good, but they're delicate. Like those. Look at that. Sexy. But if you want that casting, it's in the buy now. This one is mine. Because those wheels are expensive. If you want wheels like that, go 430 Customs. He's the one that does the 3D printed wheels. Just remember, you might pull your hair out a little bit. Or you might, those are put on, I put them on with super glue. I mean, how else are you going to have them stick? Also, just remember, you don't want to glue the wheel to the other side of the car or to the body because it's not going to roll. Right? I mean, it's different from this because that 3D printed wheels do not have that. And you have to cut them to size and have some good cutters, right? Don't use flush cutters on these axles. It will break them unless they're snap-ons. Those things can cut through freaking anything. They're amazing. All right. Let's see. I don't. Tell me what you guys want. Purple Bel Air. She's so pretty. And usually I run a show on Saturday. I did one earlier this morning. I know it's not my normal day, but I was like, why not? Why not? There's other people out there that, are just tuning in or just finding me, finding each other. It's a beautiful thing. But I sign all my customs. No two are the same, okay? You can see the interior is, it is not all chromed out because that's boring. I drill premiums too. I don't mind. And actually, I drilled that EK9 today, and I showed you guys how to do it. Also, how to decard things. You guys want to take them out, customize them, and put them back. I showed you guys how. Some of y'all, don't do it. Do it. So, yeah, it's not all hard. If you don't be patient, that's what's going to hurt your blisters. If you don't be patient and you just try to do things quickly and not have a plan, that's going to mess up your custom. It doesn't mess up the cards if you want to keep them carded. honestly, life's too short not to play with your toys. She's so pretty. But yeah, very cool. And I got that Datsun. And the other one from the last one I didn't have. I finally got it. It's very cool. From the hot wagons, that is the Datsun. There's a GTO wagon, the Volvo wagon. Datsun. I forgot. There's 5 of them.
If they're gonna struggle to bid on those, just wait.
Okay, well,
Here you go, honey.
look at that. Thank you.
And we're short on these. Let's see that.
Well, I just have it out. Just
Oh my god, that's a sweet piece. How much is that going for?
we'll see. I'm starting it at 30. That's
Holy shit.
more than fair.
Wow, that's a freaking steal.
It's a fucking steal. All right.
Steal.
This is like a $60 card.
Oh my god, that's so sick.
Did
nobody buy that either?
I did not. This one is mine. What are you talking about? He's trying to sell my own customs. Listen, I don't sell all my customs.
A sick ass LFA on blades.
You can get an LFA and buy it now, but not with those wheels. Yeah,
There is one in the buy it now.
There's one.
Are you sure we still have it?
Yes, I was just looking at it.
Okay.
It's $20. It's $20 just for this casting. $20 for that casting. That's not including wheels, interiors, lenses, taillights, headlights. If you just want to clear coat it, all the things. But look at that. She's so pretty. I wish I had a better camera. Unfortunately, that's just not the case. But yeah, the lenses light up. You just need a black light or a flashlight. Black light, flashlight. Light them up. All the interior is done on all my cars. All the details done. Taillights, lenses, interiors. And if it's not for sale yet. It's not for sale yet. But these are my customs by a girl behind the mic, behind the telephone. I mean, that's all I have is just telephone to run my live streams. But yeah, there's a bunch of different wheels out. I mean, everybody's like, where do you get your wheels from? Get them from everywhere, you know? It's like sometimes I might just get them from Mattel Creations because they only have them big ass chonky wheels to put on these big weird trucks that need wheels, you know? So you can't just take them off just anything. Not all wheels are created equal, you know? They're just not. It's unfortunate. I mean, you also can use them too on these diecast. You can. You just have to remember the axle is thicker on an M2, Matchbox or whatever, and usually these are as thin as the ones that are Real Riders. Just know sometimes the tire slips off that rim, but just don't worry about it. Just be careful. Put a little bit of super glue on the rim and slide it back on there and let it sit for like 5 minutes because you don't want to get it all over the outside of that 3D printed tire. All right. Just some tips. Some tips. That is the Buick. The Buick. Where did I put my? Any blue cards from 1990? Some of these are from blue cards. And I customize blue card. Listen, if it's all messed up, cards blistered and all the things, I just take it out and customize it and make it pretty. Because a lot of times they don't paint the headlights, taillights. They absolutely don't paint the interiors. And, unless it's a super, it's going to come with some weird wheels. I mean, some wheels I really don't care for. A 5-gallon bucket full of plastic wheels. That's just from this week of drilling cars. It's crazy. Did I start that? Restart that. But I'm going to run a short show, eat some dinner, and check out the Buy It Now if you want that Lincoln Continental. It's on there. And I reuse these cases, the M2 cases. Those have 430 custom 3D printed wheels on that one, and so is that Dodge Ram. Just be careful. Just be careful. And I'm not taking orders right now for other custom vehicles. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Because this is the truth. This is what they look like out of the chemicals. All right, they're not shiny and pretty. You have to get it there to there, right there to there. It takes a while. And listen, sometimes you don't have to strip them. Sometimes they look good just the way they are. You just want to paint the little details inside, outside, all the things, right? And I make my own paint. Like I said, I use it for several different types of paint as well. Enamels, lacquers, acrylic urethanes, real car paint. Like I showed you, my chemicals, they were supposed to come this weekend, but they came today. This is just to clean my airbrush gun, okay? So one car pays for just that. Not the paint, not the stripper, not my airbrushes, not my time, just chemicals. Chemicals. Because we are living in a chemical world. Did I put that one up? I don't know. I'm just picking stuff up. There's the cute little Honda. She's cute. Honda EF. Get it for your girl for Easter. She's cute, man. That is custom paint, headlights, all the things. Hand painted details, white Real Riders, lavender. For Easter, baby. Oh, and the wheels do light up in the black light. This one used to be red. No? Okay. All right. I wasn't going to put it up. Look at that. She rolls. I mean, they're big. They roll. And they're in there, man. Check that thing. Maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you want it? No? Yes? $30? I mean, that's just, with those wheels on it, that's a freaking steal. You know what? If you don't want it, it's all right. I'll keep it. I only have one. You don't come across those quite often. You just don't. I mean, I don't. I just buy stuff. I buy some of these cars so I can flip up. They're just little canvases to me. Okay. So what are you guys looking for? Let me know. All of my cars are custom. How about that blacked out Ford Ranger on blacked out wheels, right? Lights that light up. She's pretty, man. Like a kitty cat. Sexy kitty cat, right? Oh, and it opens up, and I did paint the details inside there. And inside and on those little mirrors, the little mirrors. And the lenses that light up in the black light. And those are sculpted on. They're sculpted on. You cannot buy that at any store that I know of anyways. Because I used to do all the things, with the LEDs, diodes, optic cable, and blacking out the back. Listen, like 3032 circle batteries don't fit in everything, okay? They just don't. And plus, they'd be way more expensive than 30. Because it takes a lot of time and a lot of precision. Because if you mess up when you're cutting these things up, just practice on things you don't care about first, or you have two of and you don't mind. Because if you mess up, you're gonna have to live with it. Or you can fix it. You can fix it most of the time. It's a cool truck, man. Interior's done. I only have one. I've lenses, rear riders, interior done, side mirrors done, tail lights, all the things. And I signed them. I signed them. So, okay, let's see. Let me see. What do you guys want? What you guys want? Look, Claren. She looks like she was trapped in like one of those, she has that electric marble about her. She's pretty. She's pretty. The bluebird. What bluebird? What are you talking about? Dotson? This one is 510 up here? Tail lights, interior, lenses. And you know, I put a clear coat on it because it does have that iridescence. And if you be touching it with your hands and you know, clean off your cars, it does oxidize the paint and then it doesn't shine anymore. So just telling you guys from experience. I wear gloves all the time because I'm always touching chemicals. But yeah, I love Datsuns. I just got that one. I collect Datsuns. So I don't know why I put that up there. But if you want it, here you go. Because they don't clear coat main lines. I mean, they don't put a clear coat on there. They put decals on there. They don't put no clear coat on there. Make it shiny. I mean, mine is iridescence, but you can still take that off with 100% acetone, right? Or, you know, even the dry erase marker can take off those decals. You just need some time and patience. That's it. Or you can just drop it in chemicals if you want to change it to a different color. But this one is my absolute favorite Datsun of them all. No doubt about it. But these back here, this one is in the buy it now. The transport, right, with that thing. She's sick, man. And I put tampons on. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. Because those are wild cars. They go wildly fast. Yes, they do. They certainly do. I had the pleasure of driving one a few times. Oh my gosh, you guys don't know fast. Definitely have it on your bucket list. That isn't buy it now for $100. There's only one. Like I said, I sign all my artwork. And you know, I'm the only one that in this house that does this. Bird works on he works on the regular cars you drive. I mean, does not mean I worked on regular cars a lot. I used to wrap them, and a lot of other things. You know, it's always fun to play with cars and get a little bit dirty. A rally car race and all sorts of things. I think she should give this to Mustang Queen. I made her a garage, and I don't have a 3D printer yet. I'm working on it. Look at that. Mustang Queen. I don't know if she's on yet. You know, it's a secret. Nothing with that 3D made, just, you know, a little bit of ingenuity paint. glue. And I use baseboard, 1/16 thick. You might want to use a little bit thicker baseboard because it will bow if you're not careful. Anyways, 67 fastback with the lenses that light up. Okay, did my batteries just die? Listen, I like them beat up too. It's cool, right? Hey, sometimes they have a story they want to tell. Sometimes when you're building them, you have a story. Might be fiction, but it's always fun to have a story inside your mind. But some people don't have that type of inner dialogue. It's true. It's true. 1000%. But, sometimes you just want to add a clear coat on, or you want to put, or it has red interior. This one has stinky red interior. I put a clear coat on it. It's not done. I'm going to put tampos on it and all sorts of things. But see, it looks way different without stinky red interior, right? I don't like red interior. It just looks like ketchup and mustard. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. You cannot. I'm almost done with that Integra. Look at that. I need to put the headlights on that. Taillights are on there. Interior's done. And I just need to paint the headlights. And look at that. So, not done yet. I try to get it done before the show. I ran out of time. And I did put on my timer. So I wasn't late. But this is my first show during the week in a long time. Well, I did one earlier today, but that's what I do all day. Build cars and trucks and dioramas and have fun with them. Sometimes I just, get lost in my own collection. Right? Gosh, I don't know. But here's that GTO wagon from the Hot Wagon series. This is what I was talking about. And it's not on like on the premium cards, but it's not on like a mainline card, right? But all of them, I can now tell you with 100% accuracy that all the wagons come with a diecast body and a diecast chassis. But no real riders. But the interior used to be red. And I said Pontiac GTO wagon. I'll show you. It used to be red like that. This one is not done. And make sure you cover those plastics because you can scratch them up and that's never a good thing. You can see all the little details hand painted. Little tiny doggy back there. I use miniature hand brushes, and I also use airbrush. I have an airbrush. I finally got some cleaning chemicals to clean it, to clean out paint, like car paint from your airbrush guns. Not any airbrush cleaner will do if you're using automotive paint through your guns. Just telling you right now, nope. I want to save you guys the laborious and crazy things that sometimes you'll feel when you're building these cars. You'll run into a lot of problems, especially when you drill them, dump in the chemicals, and you paint them. Sometimes there's like you paint them, you clean them, polish them, and cut them, and all the stuff. Make it shiny. Make sure there's no grease on your hands because you hit it with that paint and then it spiders out. Or sometimes you put a clear coat on it, or you use a different paint that is not compatible with the paint that you have on it, even if it's clear. If it's cured and stuff, all things, sometimes spidering will occur. I'm just telling you to save you from yourself. So if you're using one type of paint, one brand of paint, stick with it. Just stick with that same brand. But it still can happen. Weather conditions, humidity, temperatures are a lot of variables to think about when you want to paint cars. I mean, that's just across the board, right? Cars, trucks, boats, in real life too. I used to wrap them. So everything has like that sweet spot. Got that Dodge van. This is the chonky one. I love it. I should put a rack on it. But I use a bunch of different stuff. PLA plastic rods, KNS precision tools, and they have all sorts of fun things, but just they're expensive. It's also good to use this good old. I don't have a 3D printer yet. I'm old school, y'all. This one's fun. It used to be Mandalorian. Look at that. I should put like free puppies on the side. I know that's very dark. It's a very dark thing to say. Like, how dare you, zombie? How could you? But instead of you could have this as your pocket ride. Instead of holding a roll of quarters to knock somebody out if they're coming after you. This works just fine. It works just fine, right? And she's a heavy little cute brick. I'm just saying. My dad we had one of these when I was growing up, but it was green. It looked like the green machine from Scooby-Doo. I'll show you. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty that came out. Oh my gosh. Isn't that pretty? It is not a Batman car. Somebody asked me, is that a Batman car? Oh my gosh. Classics never go out of style, honey. They just don't. They stick around forever. People, fads come and go, but classics stay classy. They're forever. And let me show you this. These are premiums from they used to have Star Wars all over. Oh, Mandalorian. Listen, I like my comics and my movies separate from my cars, all right? Look at that. She's so pretty. She looks like a hearse. And yes, I collect hearses. And no, these are not for sale. But if you like these kind of cars, trucks, so it came with the GMC panel van, or panel wagon, came with, this one's a 53 custom Chevy wagon. It comes with the El Camino and the delivery wagon. All dope. El Camino and the El Camino. So, usually there's one or two castings, during a series you don't care about. All those castings are flippin' amazing. I mean, if you like all that stuff, which I do. I certainly do. But I do have that chase piece, and I'm trying to hold it a lot because I do not have a protector for it. You guys just want to buy a chase piece, I mean, you can make one. From the Hot Wheels Off-Road. All that one is the first car, just in black with grayscale stripes. She's cool, man. I love this car. And the difference of that one and this one are the rims. And the other one, all chase pieces are black. 0 of 5. All of them are black. You can just make your own, y'all. Just make your own. I don't care about the hype. I really don't. Because if you see something else, you're like, I don't like that. But you like the casting, and you have all these ideas, you can do it. I'm just telling you, you can. Yes, you can. I've done it a lot. To a lot of cars, right? There's a lot of cars up here. A lot. So don't tell me you can. I know you can. You just maybe not at this moment. But eventually, sometimes you might need help from a friend. You might need some guidance. You never know. Or, you might have something to add to, learning. It's always fun to learn new things. This just helps me with my ADHD, OCPD. Because, I like to do a lot of things. But with this, I can just focus, hyper-focus. There's that Volvo gasser. Look at that. She's so cute. Heck yeah. I don't know. Some people love the gas, or some people are like, that's not, I don't like that. It's fine. Everybody has their own taste. But the thing I really love about building these cars, the hot rod pickup, which one? This one? This one? The hot rod pickup? This one? It's not hot rod pickup. Was it the other cars you had in my left hand? Oh, you mean this one? This one, that M2 with the lenses and a clear coat. Because this one used to be, matte. Interior's done up. It's not a full custom, but it's hard. That's definitely hard to find. And I took it out of my personal collection because why not? I have I have a few, but you could just get tampos on, eBay, or somebody might be able to make you some, right? So I'll put it on chopping block. Come get it, right? It's fun. It's fun to make them light up because they just don't come that way, right? And sometimes you don't want Coca-Cola and all that across the side of your car, like the dualies and stuff. I have the Pan Am one, I think, under my Buy It Now. There's a bunch. There's RLCs in there. So I put the 2-pack in there today. Some 2-packs, the BMW and the Lancia, the Mustang Transport, which is amazing. And what else did I put in? Oh, and the Power Wagon, the Dodge Power Wagon's awesome. Because I open them. Listen, I keep one. Bird keeps one, I keep one, and I customize the rest. I don't care. Because when you die, what are you going to do with your cars when you die? Like, if you don't ever open it, you're never going to know the joy of. But yeah, that's that Power Wagon. It's awesome. I highly suggest opening it. It gives you all sorts of levels of dopamine. But this one is in the Buy It Now. That's a dually. And you can take all those tampos off with 100% acetone. Just don't stay in one spot too quickly, and use a bunch of different Q-tips. Or, like I said, you can use dry erase marker to take all those tampos off. And it looks really nice, just white with the blue. It's really pretty. But if you notice the blue's not coming off all the way, you could use a little bit of maybe 2500 grit wet sand, and just a little bit of wet sand that out. Comes right up. You just need to have patience. Patience, friends, patience. Right? Check it out. I love rally cars because your girl likes play in the dirt. Who doesn't, right? I mean, if you grew up in the 80s, that's all you could do. Go outside and play, because your parents kicked you out of the house for the day. Look at all that jazz. Ooh, very cool. I love rally cars. Rally cars. Interior done, all the things. Side mirror, interior. And like I said, right? No batteries inside it. You just need black light. It's always fun. Because some cars, they just, like this new Neon Speedster, I just got it. So excited to drill it. Hey, I like drilling cars and making them different, right? Just saying. I make gold nuggets. I do. Somebody got the Gold Nugget EF this morning. It was the first one. It was like, and I didn't listen. They were all boxed up. He picked the box. And I also, Camaro one, right? It's okay. Everything can be a Gold Nugget. It doesn't just have to be JDM. It doesn't. What's up, Ram? What's up, baby? I just doing a fast pop-up live stream I did one early today, but I have so many cars. So many cars, they're putting wheels on them. And Bird got some wheels from 430 Customs, 3D printed ones. Oh my gosh, they take time. If you want to listen, those are some chunky, thick mothers. Let me tell you. Yeah, if you want to be cameraing those out, good luck. Even to do a slight camber, it's not going to be one axle. It's not going to be one axle and a tire on the other side. It's going to be 4 different axles, all right? And these are wide. I know it doesn't look like it because it looks, but compared to, let me show you. Look at how wide that is compared to the Real Rider, right? Super wide. And it has to have the space to camber it out, right? It has to have that space. If you don't have those things, you might have to re-engineer some car stuff, all right? Change up some geometry. Yes. So how's it going, Ram? Just putting up some different cars, different trucks. Look at these gassers. All the pretty gassers. And I have other ones that I'm just not done yet. I'm just not done. Some are done, almost done. Some still in the works, She's almost done. I did put a grill on her. That I want to put like a artillery gun on top. All Mad Max style, baby. Right? Because sometimes you want your cars to look a little bit dirty. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's fun. If you can't have fun with your diecast, what are you doing? And I also, look at that Impala. I took it out of my personal collection because I got another Impala. Usually, sometimes, some people take stuff out of her personal collection. That's my paint. Right? And she's this one. For all you low rider lovers, you can make your own, all right? You don't have to just be dealt cards and that's it. I like to look at that. She rolls good. She's pretty, man. It's like I don't want her rolling off into the unknown. She does have the lenses that light up in the black light. They're blue. Light blue. Very pretty. If I don't sell her tonight, I'm just going to put her back with all my other lowriders. I have separation anxiety. I fall in love with all my cars. I absolutely would definitely buy every car I've ever customized, and that's a lot of cars, I'd have to be like a quadruple, like a bazillionaire. A kilomillionaire. I don't know. I know I need a lot of money. Plus, you try maintenance. So it's just better to have 1/64 scale or even a little bit bigger scale, right? Sometimes a little bit bigger scale. But I'm always on the lookout. Look at this. It's not worth for sale. Because I accidentally sold mine like a jerk. And I was like, oh no. It's like when you sell your Infinity that you only had one of by accident because you thought you had two. So I finally got another. This one is the Caprice. The Caprice. I find sometimes you just don't come across a lot of cars all the time. Listen, I don't. I only have one. That's the only one. And I still can't find a Dodge, or not the Dodge. These Datsuns, we have all the other ones, right? We have all the other ones from the Hot wagon set, except that one. Somebody took them all, man. Somebody took them all. I mean, if I had the money, I would have taken them all too. But all of them, I can now tell you with 1,000%, they're all metal on metal castings. And they're on like, they're on a mainline kind of card like that, but it has, you know, the artwork in the back. See, hot wagons, like that GTO wagon. Like that one. I'm working on one. She has like a so in the back. So not just red, because the interior was just straight up red. I was like, no thanks. No thank you. And the ZK9 had red interior. No more red interior. You know? And this one is almost done. I almost had her done. But look at that. She's so pretty. No two are the same. No. And you never want to rush anything, because if you rush it, it shows in your work. It does. It's a shame. But I have a lot of pretty cars. I love cars, all sorts of cars. It doesn't matter. From hearses, Chevys, pickups, to Winnebagos and beyond. I like it. Look, I even have old school horse and buggy over there. That's real horsepower, my darlings. No miniature horsepower. And yes, I'm going to paint the little guy and the horses. It's so cool. Bird got this for me. She's old, man. Look at that thing. It's amazing. This is part of history. And listen, I restore old toys, but the only thing wrong with it is the box is all crushed up, but the car was fine. I don't care about listen, I don't care. I could care less about the card because I'm not selling it. If I'm buying it, I'm buying it for me, or I'm gonna buy it to. If it's listen, sometimes you don't like what's on there, right? You don't like it. You don't like all the weird tampos, so they just, it's too much. It's too busy. You're like, all right, I want it to look like this, right? Maybe you just want a couple, decals on there. I need to message Pepsi. He was asking me about this one, and I finished it. She's finished. But his son, he was asking me about it. I said it wasn't done yet, so I'm gonna hold that on the side for him. If he wants to buy that for his son, but she's done. She's done. And look, there's a difference between this one and this one. If you look at the bottoms, see only one rivet, two rivets. One rivet, because it has that in the back. This one does not. They're the same Subi STIs, but different. This one is older. And Bird wants to keep it. And I'm like, listen, we can arguments about it. It's like how are we going to pay the bills? This is what I do. This is just what I do. And some people are horrified when I crack stuff up. I'm like, why? Enjoy it. Because you can't play with it when you're dead. You cannot play with your toys when you're dead. Unless there's something I don't know about. Look at that. Lenses. Actually, and sometimes I use pigments that still stay, a little bit lit up also. And the center console and stuff, that is hand painted. All the interiors, side mirrors blacked out, tail lights, all the things, Zoom. On-rail riders. It's cool. Yeah, that one is the older STI. Like I have the red one too, but this is the only one that has the one rivet, because it has like that, just like the Datsun wagons, those 510 wagons. I have the one rivet in front. And don't go all gangbusters and just be drilling to holy heaven. Just don't do that, because sometimes those pillars are hollow And you might drill right through the top of that car, or through the top of the hood, maybe through the mirror or the windows. And listen, you can fix it. 99.9% of the time you can fix it. But sometimes, and listen, I restore toys from like you would never think be able to ever do anything with it. And full restore better than it used to look like, right? Because it's fun. It's fun to keep your childlike wonder serious, right? There's that pretty, listen, I used to be able to get a ton of these, and don't take it for granted, right? When you find them, just used to be able to get a ton of them all over the stores, just Silverados everywhere. And now I can't find, maybe once in a while I'll get one if I'm lucky. Or there might come like one per box. It's just lame. But, just goes to show their supply and demand changes with new castings and stuff, and people like the old stuff too. That don't mean it has to stay what color it is, You might have 10 green ones. You might have 10 black ones with the red stripe. Or you just want to make a totally different color altogether. You can. Case in point, right? She's pretty. And she's shiny. And she's new. On the other red truck next to the rally car. That one is in the buy it now. And those are 430, and those are 3D printed wheels. And they have to be in there just right, because sometimes it doesn't have the clearance on top or in there. Because if you you see how like these ones are, they're skinny and then they're fat. Those ones on that Ram, on that Dodge Ram, are just all fat. they're just all wide, baby. They're all wide, so there's no skinniness about any of those. These they look good. They don't fit on everything, because some cars have big old wheel wells, like the Lancer, not the new Lancer. I'm talking about the older one. It's like, where is it? Because the newer one doesn't have lenses on it, and those are hard to find. They are. Those are freaking Jettas. Like, who would have thought a Jetta would be hard? Jetta. I mean, it's all right. Buy them all. Just let me buy one. I'll buy one off you guys, and I do. I pay it back. I buy from y'all, from this, people that just sell mainlines. Some people just don't want to get into it. They don't know. They put $35 Carl wheels and have this. It's just a very expensive fidget spinner. That's my personal car. Let me see. But yeah, they're sick, man. They're just very fragile. You have to be careful because you absolutely can break them. They're more made for like showpieces and stuff like that. This isn't buying out for 50. 50. That's it. And I painted the inside headlights, and the inside used to be red. I put a strip of red on that center console, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I don't put magnets in them, because I've noticed sometimes super glue some people use will fail. Then you have a rattling magnet inside the car. And I seal my cars, so how are you going to get it out? So I use some Funtech, the blue sticky stuff. And that's how I have them sitting on there. So they're not just rolling around, falling off. It's that blue Funtech from Loctite. Because, yeah, see? That's not coming off. But it doesn't hurt the base. It doesn't hurt casting. It doesn't hurt anything. And, you can use old stuff. You just mold it around, get it warm, and just little round piece, and just stick it on there. There you go. You can repurpose your M2 plastics instead of don't just throw them away, because you can reuse them. Put your cars in them, make your own customs, or maybe you just do wheel swaps. Put your wheel swaps in there. It's fun. But I don't have a bajillion. I do have a lot of customs. They're not all done yet. Like I said, I have to put find wheels on them, paint lights and tail lights. Like this one, EG Rally. EG Dragster. Sorry, EG Drag. I just don't have wheels. A little wheel in the back, bigger wheel in the front, and you cannot put. These are too big. Right? Just need a regular JDM wheel in the front, a little tiny baby wheel in the back, like the ones that fit on like a Starlet or Laurel or some of the Skylines. Use a little tiny baby wheels. I'm just saying, or that new Integra, right? This one. You think those big chunky wheels are going to fit in that? No, sir. No, they will not. They will not. But it's fun to play with, change it up so nobody else has it, right? But there's that LFA, doors open. This one's made by Matchbox. It has a diecast body and diecast chassis. Doors open up, and I paint those interiors. There is a spring inside, so don't lose that leaf spring. I always say, if you're gonna take it apart, just put them all inside like a little case or something. Tape them all together. Put them in a cup. Because if you lose one piece, sometimes you can make it work, but sometimes the doors will just flop open and close, just floppy. So you have to glue them shut, and that sucks. But I have some older ones that, you know how people get writer's block? I get painter's block. These are old school from 1991. Nissan Twin Turbos with, oh my gosh, the color scheme was, it was so awful. It was so awful. It hurt me. Just know that those front lenses and those other ones are separate. There's a lot of different moving pieces and parts, and you do not want to lose any of them. But you would never know. I had to get them. I was like, man. The cards were messed up anyway. So I was like, I'm just not sure what I'm going to paint them yet. I don't know. I did two-tone. I just sometimes two-tone, sometimes just, you want some, like that hot rod sparkle, right? You can put tampos on if you want to. Usually, if I'm driving around in my personal vehicle, it doesn't have decals all over it and stickers. I used to wrap other people's cars that had those things, but that's just a magnet to, track cops, and no thanks. I'm good. I'm not doing anything illegal. Right? Just like to drive fast cars. And I got to drive a lot of fast cars. A lot. I am working on some. I do have some coming up. And I think I do have a Countach in the buy it now. It's the old school one. I forgot what what movie was it? Not Fast and Furious. It's pre-Fast and Furious. But I have a Countach carded in the blister, not customized. All right, not just all pristine condition. And it's like, this one's cool. There's a bunch of different Lambos. And there's a bunch of different Ferraris. Like, now the people that own the rights to Ferrari, tarmacs. Like, so if you want all those NOs and Time Micros and M2s and all the fun things, they're expensive. But hey, that you don't have to do anything to those. You just open it and enjoy, right? Look what I got present, because I collect everything, Wolf. I don't care. It's mine, right? Mustang Queen. See, that's what love is. We love each other in this community. If you don't show love, you don't get it back. But yeah, this one, she's cool, man. But those wheels are obnoxious. Which one? This one? The yellow one? The EK? This one? She's not done yet. Not quite. Not quite done. She does have a nice clear coat over that, so, you know, like sometimes you could just rub those things right off. But now you cannot. Now you can't. But I use a Createx clear coat, UVLS. And that is a top coat, not a sealer. Because the sealer is not a top coat. It is just to fill in all those things. So don't get confused. Sealer and top coat are different. I know it sounds like it could possibly be the same, but it's not. I know. I've done a lot of research and a lot of, you know, you got to learn trial by fire. I know it's almost done, baby. You know, taillights are done, the lenses are done. I just need freaking the right wheels, and I don't have staggered wheels to put on there. Right? And it's gold. That's right, baby. Gold. Because your girl likes gold. I did them all different colors. The jet black one, a white one, a blue one. I did a bunch of colors. That's the first gold one I did of these ones. It's the only gold one I'll do, that one. But there's all shades of gold. You have that gold, you have this gold, that gold, you got a brighter gold. All the gold, pretty gold, that's bright gold. You know, you can do spectral paint, but if you do spectral paint, just be careful. It has to be very polished up, like one of those coupe clips, like shiny like that. And still, you can still see a lot of imperfections if you don't clean it. That's just the way it goes. You have to be a very anal retentive person, which I am, which is good, but bad. Because sometimes, you know, I had the gate down, dog went downstairs and he barked, and oh my god, like I dropped something I was working on, one of my customs, like, oh my god, holy crap. Holy majoli. But rose gold box body Mustangs. Look, I even did a Tiburon, Hyundai Tiburon in gold. They're just not ready yet. They're just not. They're almost there. They're almost there. Right? Just look at that. Pretty. Almost there. You just have to have the right wheels, because, you know, you could put these big fat wheels in there, but it's gonna top out, you know. It just is. I've already tried it. Because I like those wheels. They look good. They look great. Right? But sometimes you just put them on there, but they're not gonna roll. They're just gonna sit in there. And hey, if that's what you want to do with your cars, that's fine. Because some cars do not roll, and they're specifically made just for looking at, and that's fine. It's good, I guess. You know, I like to look at cars, work on them, everything, a little bit, everything. Take them apart, maybe, you know. This one was lowered, but I put a rack on that. It is fun. Used to be matte black, now she's glossy black, has a rack on there and don't come off, you know. Put some different tires on it. That's the M2. I like to do M2s as well. Just a lot of more details and stuff like that will break if you are not careful. They will break. They're delicate. And so, like, these windshields are riveted to the top. See that little rivet in there? So we're trying to take that out. I telling you right now, use a hand drill, use a 1/16 and 1/8 hand drill, and then slightly, just get it out. Use toothpicks and very soft things because you can scratch it, or you can just there's an extra crispy. It was like the crack right in half. So a hand drill and a 1/8 and 1/16 drill bit. That's a hand drill. That one has a very tiny. I forgot what size it is. 1/32. It's teeny weeny. But yeah, if you use a hand drill, you can usually wiggle that piece of window out, and usually M2s are always riveted to the top. I don't think I have one where it wasn't. No, that's not true. I think there's no, I'm not. It makes something we need to eat. It's probably good to eat, but it is 8:44 here in Salt Lake City. I'm from the East Coast. I'm an East Coast girl. I like it. Oh, put something up there on me. Check it out. She's pretty, man. She's sunshine and rainbows, right? She's pretty. It's that Chevy K5. I like those. It looks so good. Look how shiny she is. But listen, I like matte cars too. I certainly do. Matte black rocks. It does. Lamborghini, matte black, wide body. I have one. You guys seen that movie, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? The second one. That car, that matte black Lambo. Holy smokes. I have a crush on it. I'm crushing hard. Because it's so pretty. But I cannot afford that car. So I just made my own. Sometimes you just gotta make your own. Right? And sometimes it bugs you that much, or you're just like, I want it. So I made one. Matte black, right? Pretty. And that's this one is a very fun one. So yeah. Huracan? Is this one there? Man, I cannot see. It saved my life. It is. I painted the base chrome and a matte black. It looks good matte black. Lots of cars look good in all black, matte black, all two-tone, all white or gray. Like my Corvette C8R. Looks good in matte gray, right? That's the Corvette C8R. This one's a premium. I strip the premiums too. I don't care. Because, sometimes you don't want all those tampos all over it. Sometimes you just want to make it look like a normal car when you drive down the street. You want to put in your little miniature car show. And yeah, I said it. I do my own little car shows from time to time in my house. All by myself. Like, pitiful. I'm not. It's fun. It's fun to build cars. I don't know. There's the Vulcan. She's so pretty, man. It is a pretty car. The red one, I think they did a black one too. But this one's like a bluish one. I still have to do the headlights. It looks like a Batmobile of some sort. Or a superhero mobile. It could be a zombie mobile, man. Because the freaking thing is fast. I got to drive a lot of cars around the lots. Like, whenever I get to go pick one up from the dealership and stuff. If there was a fast car that needed to be wrapped or put stripes on, I'm driving it. It's more fun. You could just drive it. Then go up to crazy, insane people speed, and then, go back down to normal people speed. Just make sure you're safe. I don't condone vehicular homicide. I do not.
You're hungry? I don't know if I talk about that.
Huh? No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about driving real cars versus 1/64 scale. I mean, It's safer this way. What's up, Master? So I'm just doing a pop-up stream, just showing some stuff. Golden Nugget Camaro. I did sell the Gold Nugget EG. I did some boxes this morning. It was a little bit of flop, but you know.
Sell the EG?
The EF. I mean, the EF. No, I didn't sell the EG. Everybody's like, EG? I'm like, no.
Sell that tomorrow.
I have it up. And I have.
Come on, people. This shit's one of one custom.
Yeah, they're one of one. One of one. Honda.
How much are you selling for? 30?
30. That's more than.
Steal.
That's more
interior, exterior, headlights, taillights, seats, everything. You guys are missing out.
I just need wheels. Freaking wheels. Right? You can't have the same. I mean, you can have the same size wheels on. It's just gonna not roll and look weird. It's a drag car. That's a drag EG, right? Because you got your EF, your EG, drag EG, you got your EG, you got your EK9/DX, CX, right? Because those are 1996 lenses, okay? I own a 1996 Honda Civic hatchback. DX, the slower one. I bought in high school. It's not like from 95 to 96, big changes. on the red one, right? I put lenses on her. Like, it's hard to find. Painted the taillights, interior painted the side mirrors, put a clear coat on her, and I did put lenses on her. That glow in the black light. Very fun. I wish I had my hands on more of them, you guys. But people I don't have. That's the only one I have. It's the only one. Minus the green one. Okay, only two I have. I mean, that's it. People buy all of them, the whole lot of them, and I don't have the plug. Okay, I don't. I wish I did. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I just will be working with what I got. But yeah, this one definitely needs the appropriate wheels for that. And I showed you how to open the carded cars safely without breaking those blisters. You want to just keep them all locked away. You can have fun with them too. You just need 100% acetone, paintbrush, and the dedicated brush for your acetone. It has to be 100%. Get it in the cosmetics section at Walmart for $5. You can decard it and then you drill it, paint it. Hey, maybe you want, if you want it to look, it's cute when it looks squishy. Maybe you want to put lenses on it. Maybe you want it to have a friend, right? Because they make the Supra to go with that one. They're squishy. They're so stinking cute. I can't take it. Right? Because that's cute, baby. But that's sexy, right? Jesus. I think I have a BMW. It's almost ready. That will be ready in the mystery boxes on Saturday. So normally I do mystery boxes. But it's not everybody's cup of tea if you don't like a little bit of everything. And I do. But there's no there'll be no squishy cars in the boxes. I think they're adorable in my miniature world where things are already miniaturized anyways. Right? Baywatch. This is 1994. 30 years old. I opened the whole blister pack because it was yellowing out. And you can't see it. So I got they're all fresh. Just because you open doesn't mean you're going to ruin it, And how fun. Look at that. I took it out. There's that M2 Dooley, the Dia de los Muertos. She's pretty, man. With a tonneau cover in the back. But that's held on with rubber bands. After 20 years of it being encased with rubber bands on it, guess what happens? Let me show you. This happens. Look at that rubber band. It's all hanging on for dear life. And look, the plastic's yellowing out on that cockpit. Listen, you can paint it, or you can do it like regular headlamps, or, like on your car headlights. Wet sand it and use that UVLS gloss. When you're wet sanding it, this is what I use to restore. Thank you. But yeah, I love to build these cars. It's like maybe you have that one, and you have like a million types or the same one. Sometimes I like them all blacked out. You want entourage all blacked out cars, but this one is amazing. She's amazing. You'll never know how fun it is unless you open it. But because it's just, I have one. I have one in plastic. You're like, how dare you, Zona? How could you have this? Because that's what it looks like. See, that's the rubber bands on it. You saw what happens after 20 years of being in there. Because I got some of those the little atomics cars. Sometimes the old blue cars old blue main lines came with like a little atomics car, like the micro machines. Somebody gave me a set, but all the rubber bands were broken and stuff like it. They were just rattling around there, or just jostling about. Right? It's crazy. But look, those fit just perfect. They're a little bit tight in the front. A little bit tight, but she's pretty, man. Where did I put? But I like to show you guys, you could have so much fun with these cars. Incredible. Right? Just red interior sucks. It just does. I'm sorry. I have to put some life in there somewhere. Right? Sometimes you just have to put life in there somewhere. She rolls, but it's tight, but she rolls, I did not make her to roll around my desktop. I'll roll other cars around my desktop. She could just look pretty. She could look just pretty like that, right? Want it? Get it, because I'll put her up tonight, and that's it. Because after that, I'll probably change my mind. I'm notorious for okay, you could stay for another week or so. If I find another one, just the wheels, man. And try to find that casting out in the wild. You can't. I don't know, unless you guys had the hookup, or they don't drop always the same cases in every state all at the same time. That'd be crazy. It's bad marketing tactics. She can stay. I don't mind. But yeah, I know you guys be loving those big old wheels, right? Cadillac girls. I know it's not a Cadillac. It's the Lexus LFA. That is the Lexus LFA with opens doors that open. This is a moving parts one. Is a metal element, so it's like the premium of Matchbox, like the premiums, but custom premium, right? Because they don't have legs like that. That looks so sick. They look so good, and they fit perfectly on there. They do, but you have to also make sure you cut them, because sometimes those 3D printed wheels they're super shallow. So that rod on the inside, do not force it, or you'll just pop out the centerpiece. You can't. It happens. I've seen it. I got a car and it had a 3D printed wheels on it, and the front ones didn't roll. The back ones rolled, the front one didn't roll, because they got glue on the like that little rod right there, and it stuck to the car, so it didn't roll, it didn't go anywhere. It broke, but I fixed it. I fixed it with some ingenuity, and a little bit of resin, right? Just a smidgen, and then some some chrome paint, because some chrome paint make it look new if you broke it. Listen, so lots of times you cannot fix it. Lots of times you can't fix it, but that one came off a car. What car did it come off? It came off a Bentley. Those are Bentley wheels. But I have another Bentley I wanted on. The Bentley that was. Where is it? Do I have it here? No. So the Bentley I'm going to put those on is the Grave Moving Parts one. That one. So sick. So sick. I'm just saying. It's like, Zombie, you're such a brat. That may be. But I'm a fun brat. Oh no. I dropped my M&Ms. It's like you're just dropping all sorts of stuff, you clumsy girl. But anyways. Audi. It's not an innie, it's an Audi. Audi TT, very cute. I love it. I have one. It's not done yet. I blacked out the tail and the top right there. Because I used to do this a lot. I used to black out this piece, the top, and the hood. I might do that to this one. It's such a fun car. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like that car? That car is super fun. And they have the Audi Elite RS. Elite RS is just fancy for more expensive premium, right? Have that RLC, right? Get those elites. I have a few. I have the Mustang, the Audi. I forgot what, and the Mazda. I think it was a Mazda. Got so many cars, ridiculous. But not really. I mean, if you surround yourself with things you love, then does it matter? Right? It just brings you happiness. Then you just roll around all in your miniature world and your miniature mind, the miniature crazy stories. And I like to collect the old stuff too. Old ones that you don't have to do anything with. Like, that's old school. Old school Tampos. I didn't have to put a clear coat on it. It's like she needs nothing done to it. Old school, baby. My dad's retired Master Chief. Pinup girls. Heck yeah. Master Chief. Tough old goat. He was in Vietnam twice. And my dad's old, but he can still beat you up. He's still spunky, right? Just because you get old don't mean you don't lose that spiciness. Some people get a little bit sweeter. Some people get not as sweet. Some just get salty, dog. Some turn into syrupy. Syrupy people. That's no fun. Is Datsun coming in the gritty Tempos? Oh, is it? I like the Datsuns. It's like the cave. I had to have that one. There's lots of Datsuns out there, but this one, so cool. If you guys want to get one like that, or you want those Katos, Time Micros and stuff, just take a snapshot of that. Get 10% off using ZMBGRL10, free shipping within the United States, and 10% off your whole order. And if you buy enough, he bumps that to priority. That was a present, and I took that abomination off because it looked weird. I don't know. It bugged me that much. I'll show you. I did take it off because I hated it. I mean, I didn't throw it away, and it looks way better because when you think about driving these cars, and I think about driving all the cars in real life, it looks so much better. But I mean, you get what you pay for. That's why they're so expensive, because you don't have to do anything. Oh, I did take that thing off. I mean, people don't usually throw away their cars, and these are nice boxes. I'm working on it. I'm working on my own boxes and my own cases, not using empty cases, but soon. Just takes a lot of effort. And I don't have a team of people behind me. It's just me and my crazy mind on all the things, all the pictures, all the bad lighting. I don't know why it's so dark in here. But yeah, he has everything. And listen, I have like $800 worth of stuff in my cart. That doesn't mean I'm buying it all at the same time. But sometimes you must treat yourself, my darlings. Right? Sometimes you see something that you just don't see every day. It's so awesome. And listen, that one is, once they're gone, they're freaking gone. That's it. And there happened to be just two. But when I wanted to, I was like, I like anime, right? So you're like, well, One Piece came out in like 1996. I was in high school. Pokemon came out when I was in middle school. So early 90s. Can you believe it's still around, Pokemon? They say the same, they just say their name over and over again. I don't get it. I don't understand that kind of, they're cute. I guess they got the cuteness going for them. But yeah, that's the Simpsons one. They call this one the Simpsons Datsun. But it doesn't have the broken fender. The Simpsons car, I do have it. I did put Real Riders on it, and it's so stinking cute. I love the Simpsons before they became the Simpsons. They were the Simpsons on the Tracy Ullman show, if you guys remember. Way different back then. Very basic. I'm old. Zombie's old, but she's young at heart. And then, listen, nobody believes me when I tell them I'm going to be 45 in May Day. May Day. I was going to have to save me. I don't know. All I want is diecast and, tools. I love tools. Listen, I cannot go into Home Depot or Lowe's or freaking Hobby Lobby because they have all sorts of paints and different types of airbrushes and everything I want that's really expensive. I leave without the thing I went in there for. Buy everything else, different saws, Dremel bits. You always need Dremel bits, always need all sorts of things, all sorts of polishing bits, Dremel bits, saws, Simon saws, everything, because they wear out. This is what I got for Valentine's Day. These are amazing snap-on ones. Listen, you can cut metal axles with these. I don't recommend. I mean, you can. It's not going to chop them up and stuff. Just know you can do it with ease. And this one is the more expensive one. It doesn't have the $70. $70. But if you want to do your job right and make all the cars, make them all pretty, right? Make them all sorts of pretty. All the things. Make them all pretty. You need the right tools. And yeah, you can have. I have all sorts of tools. I've been doing this for a long time. And I don't sell Lucy's. I modify them. And I give them away as presents. Sometimes I'll throw them in a box for one of my friends. Or like I said, I'll make them a diorama. It's for Mustang Queen. And it lights up. I just finished it yesterday. That is just 1/16 base wood for Mustang Queen, right? All those little things. That's just little sticks of wood and a little bit of ingenuity and maybe a premium card, right? Very cool. She didn't ask me, all right? I just did it because I love my family and my friends in this community because they support me, The chips are down. Who's going to help you? You know who your true friends are. You know who's just going to, leave when all the money's gone. Even lights up. Very cool. But I made that for her. Her and her man. You could fit a little one of those engine lifts in there. Those M2 engine lifts, you can fit one in there. I think I have one left. But if you're going to be grinding down those nubbins on those things, let me tell you, do it outside. Or you have some vacuum ventilation. I'm just saying. Because it gets messy quickly, funny. But anyways, I gotta get back to work, guys. So show on Friday. I might do pop-up tomorrow, you never know. But building customs is not fast, it's not cheap, but it's fun. And it's really rewarding. And if you have a busy mind and you need it to be settled, you need to focus on something, building stuff is a great way to do it. Or you have anxiety issues, and they go hand in hand with ADHD, with OCD, PD, all these things. You can get your mind off of stuff that's bugging you, or you're having a bad day, and sometimes you just want to work on your cars. I mean, or if you're restoring your real car, you want to build that. It's cool. It's awesome. It's way more expensive. But, all right, guys, I need to finish some cars up for the weekend, or maybe I'll do a pop-up and sell it tomorrow. But this one had a gold base, had stinky red freaking red interior, gold base red interior, and the clear. Look at that, super transformation. And I have some Porsches that are in the works. They're not ready yet, unfortunately. I do. But I'm sorry I don't have any Porsches tonight. I don't have a lot. I mean, when you think about it, that's a lot of customs for a couple weeks. But I do 20 a week, at least 20. But I'm always drilling cars. I get them in the mail all the time, not because I buy them. Buy them from mainline sellers because, it's a blessing and a curse to be a person that collects and sells, right? Collect them, I sell them. It's so soft. I know, right? They're all sexy. But these are buy it now. They're one of ones, and they are signed on the bottom. All of them are signed somewhere. And I don't, the only person who does the cut, these are just little canvases, right? Little canvases. And you can do whatever you want to them. It's you just have to want to, right? You have to want to do it bad enough. But yeah, I'm going to put lenses on it because she's almost ready. She's almost ready, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, the red interior and it had those decals on the side, those yellow and red ketchup mustard decals. I just cannot. Some of y'all are like, what is this girl talking about? I hate yellow and red interior. I do. Yes, hate is a strong wording, right? So that's the interior. The EK9 is very red and yellow. You can't unsee it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Because it will be living rent-free in everybody's minds. Look at all that red. That red interior used to be in that car. Ketchup and mustard. I like them separate. They're on food, but not on a car. Get out of here. And they put it in that SI, that gold SI. I drilled it and took that thing out and repainted the interior. Absolutely. Absolutely, I did. I did. I'm going to put lenses on it. I already clear coated it so the tampos don't come off, and if you want to add more tampos on it, just a little bit of wet sand. Listen, this is just how I do it. You don't have to do it this way, but it's how I do it, and there's no screws in it yet because it's not done. All right, but look at the interior. All interior is done. But maybe I want to add just like a cheeky thing on it, some cheeky JDM-ish. Like I said, you don't have to just slather it in decals. You don't have to. You just put one cheeky thing on there. I did make a card that said no. Said no fat chicks, but it's just satire. It's jokes, man. It's cars. It's like you can have fun with your cars. Just doesn't come across nice when you have it on your car in real life. Just on your little cars, it's okay to be cheeky. But you'd be hurting feelings and it's like slathered on a real car. Right? I'm just saying. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But it's like, oh, zombie, you're so edgy. It's good to be an edgy artist, right? I'm an artist. It's like I like all the things. If it's that, to gold nuggets, to my cancer cars. I'm a cancer survivor. 5 years, May 1st. Cancer free. Hopefully. Because I got my cancer diagnosis on my 40th birthday. How fun was that? Not very fun. I still went drinking anyways. And it hurt. Listen, sometimes, and people will treat you differently when you tell them you're sick. It's like, I didn't tell people sick. Fuck that. I want people to treat me the same way they treat me, like everybody else. Like, I'm not broken. I'll tell you when I'm broken. Or if I can't do it, and I still had to work after I had surgery and everything. They're like, you can't do this and that and this and that. I'm like, what? So I drove Uber. I Ubered people around. I have to pick up anything. Pick up people and open the door. Or they just open it themselves. I'm just saying. Mazda Repu, and I do have a Datsun 610. It is gold. It is gold. It's not this gold or the other gold. It's a different gold. And a gold gasser. Different kind of gold. I don't have it out here. I need to finish it. But it's like the fun thing about gas is you can have crazy ass wheels, crazy interiors, all sorts of madness happening, and it's fun. It's wild. It's wildly entertaining. Diecast is wildly entertaining. Some people are just like question others, like, why would you pay that much for that? I was like, obviously you don't have hobbies. You don't have hobbies. Maybe they don't understand. But I'd rather buy diecast and makeup any day, right? Sometimes I make it like this is part of my post-apocalyptic cars. It's the little Moore's minivan. I put a, like chicken wire. I'm gonna cut out the back windows. Chicken wire. Well, it looks like chicken wire. It's not. Just like little mesh. And it's fun. It's fun to make post-apocalyptic cars. It takes a while, It takes a while to make them look like this. To put that in there and make it fit, make it work, right? Sometimes the body doesn't want to squish back together once you start messing around with the geometry of it. I'm just telling you right now, it does not like it. Or sometimes it doesn't. Some like these old cars, these old blue cars, the body doesn't sit on top of the wheels, on top of those axles, so it's not holding down the axles. So if you cut that little thing that holds the axle, that clip, and you just put the wheels back on it and you don't put something over it, the wheels will tuck up into the body and it's not going anywhere. The old Jaguars, some of these Impalas, sometimes. So you just got to be mindful of like which ones those are, or you're like, what, and sometimes it does have a place where it sits on there, but it just doesn't work for some reason. But that's all very superficial stuff you can fix. This one, wait, we never get which. This one, this is for sale. Is for sale. Nova Gasser is for sale. And I'm gonna have these in mystery boxes, minus this one. I think I'm gonna hang on to that one. But that one, I run my mystery boxes at $25, but if you want it right now, you get it. I'll run it. And I have little boxes. And I'll show you. Let me move these out of the way. If you want that, you can get it. Stand. Something zombie, and why it's so quiet all of a sudden. It's like, where did my music go? But I made little boxes, and not just. Now they're these boxes, but I design the bottoms of them. So how I do mystery boxes, I take the cards, I wrap them up in bubble wrap. So I don't know what, and I write down the cards I put in my mystery boxes, but I don't know what box it is. And then I put the sticker on it. So, it's like people ask me which one. It's like, I don't know. You guys are just gonna have to pick one. Usually it's like 12 cards, row A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's happening on Saturday because it's fun to have fun in games, right? Saturday, 10:30, Salt Lake City time. Right now it is 9:20 in the evening in Salt Lake City. If you're East Coast, it's 10:30. Right? No, yeah, 10:30. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Virginia. I live in Utah. Very strange, but I lived from Virginia to Texas to New Mexico, Arizona to here, and I'm keep moving west. Like people are talking about end of days and all these earthquakes and stuff, and it's really wild because this year started off pretty crappy, and there's poor people in Iceland. I don't know. All these weird things are happening. I think people are just Y2King. I feel like it's a Y2K situation. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel about it. Oh, and check out. She's so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. I have an 81 Corvette Stingray T-top, and it looks exactly like this, minus the tampos, and it's black. I'm going to paint this one black. And it has that iridescent blue. I'm just talking. Leave me alone.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to let you know that I made you a snack.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get going, guys. Yeah.
Here you go. There's this pony.
Oh.
You want to put them on the bedside?
Yeah. Yeah. All these, if you want it tonight for 30, or it might be in.
Might be more later.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Hey, you guys be buying like Target red.
You guys are buying landmines that are $25, $30 for one car. These are full customs, one-offs. Show some support. Come on.
Right.
Show the girls some support. Hit run again. One more time. Let's go. Give her some love.
It is running. It's running.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, chat. This is what she does for a living. Support her. Help her out.
But also, I give out some advice if you guys are wanting to know. It gets grumpy, y'all. All right. It's okay. Not everybody has deep pockets every day. I don't. It's all right. They'll sell later, right? Some people, it's like, it just wasn't meant to be today, right? Well, still tomorrow and the next day and the next day. until my number's up. I'll be here every Friday at 10:30 p.m. Utah time. So every Saturday. And if I push it back, is because I'm still working on it or I'm sick. But trying to do 2 streams a week, it's so much work. I don't think you guys understand the whole. You don't see all the behind the scenes things. It's wild. That's where the airbrush beauty happens in there. And then like the little brushes and painting outside details. I paint out here with this big ass ring light. And all the other lights, and magnifying glasses, because if you want to paint those little details, like that little dog with the little tiniest ears, you need little tiny brushes. And magnification, because I'm not trying to get some eye strain, okay? I'm trying to stay as youthful as I possibly can for the longest span of my, for the longest. Right? So, like, to get all those details, right? Sometimes you need just magnify, because I use little tiny brushes, right? And I don't have, man. Last week I put, I like to look fancy pants, and I do. I like to look fancy pants sometimes. I'm a girl that likes to have long fingernails from time to time, but listen, it is not practical. But anyways, right here, this is my face. I don't wear makeup. I don't have nails. Last week I did put nails on, and I remember I was like, oh, I don't do that, because you cannot. It's not practical. I couldn't pick up anything. I could barely sign my name. I was like, oh my god. If you have like those long nails, I said just get press-ons. And then I took them, like when the show was over, I took them off. I was like, I can't do anything. Bird had to help me. I was like, help me, Jesus. But guys, this is the truth. If you want to make miniatures, and listen, this has 5 different lenses, so I make all the way down to 144 scale. And if you're wondering what that is, you know what it is, all right? Don't ask me rhetorical questions. You know what it is. It is what it is. I have a fun house, y'all. Listen, it is fun for fitness, right? We got all sorts of cars I'm working on, cars that are mine, other customs, more customs, all those cars back there, all those cars in there, all the cars all over the place. Hey, Funko Pops too. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, you guys can have fun with all your cars. I don't understand. Well, I just like JDM zombie. Excuse me for living. It's funny because a lot of people who say that don't even have a JDM car. They drive a Tesla or something. I don't understand. Just does not compute. Oh, it's true. So this is the girl. I am the one that builds all these cars. Well, I mean, if you buy the expensive one, then you don't have to. You just have to open it, right? And it's fun when they write notes on there for you. Your friends, or they buy you stuff. Make me ugly girl cry. I'm not pretty girl when I cry. I'm not pretty. If when you're working with chemicals, you don't want all that makeup on your face, because it gets hot and sweat and all these vapors. So proper PPE, look, one Mississippi, just wear it, because all those things, when you drill those rivets and all those little tiny metallic flakes get everywhere. Make sure they don't go up toward your face, or those 1/16 drill bits. I have a bunch of them shatter. I mean, I've used tons. Should have bought shares, and like those are the ones I like the best. I've done reviews on drill bits. Those are my favorite ones so far, and I've used the drill bits I find anywhere. And I don't have anything super fancy. Doesn't mean I don't want super fancy things. Of course I do. Of course I do. What person doesn't want fancy things, right? all sorts of fancy things. But sometimes you just gotta save your money and buy miniature fancy ones, right? Miniature fancy one. That one's gonna buy it now for $60. But it's the same car as the first one, just black, and that's the chase. And if you can't find the chase, just strip the car and paint it black. You could get the tampos and all those things. You can. But listen, people that are out there that do design and stuff on computers, I'm not tech savvy at all. Turn this around because I look not for human consumption. I want you to see who you're talking to sometimes, you know? Sometimes it's like, what does this girl look like? This crazy girl. Right? This is who I am. I can't be anybody else except me. That's it. And also, you know, sometimes you have main lines that get chipped and stuff, and people are like, I won't buy it because it's chipped. I'm like, well, I will, because you can strip it. You know, this one was the Love Bug. Was it Love Bug? And you know, it had issues, and it had red interior was one of those issues. But you know, it's fun. I used to have a 64 Bug, 3 square backs, and a Volkswagen Fastback to 68 Mustang, and anyway, 2 68 Mustangs and an 81 Corvette, and a rodeo and a Honda DX all at the same time. And then I sold all my Volkswagens, which I totally regret. I should have kept at least the fastback. I wanted a notchback. Lots of things look like notchbacks, right? Old school Fiats. They do. Yeah, they do. Lots of things. Fiats. Some people just peg warmers. I'm like, and then I show them all the stuff you could do to them. It's like, no more peg warmers. And then be buying stuff out and just saying, you can make things look way better than just, you know, Hot Wheels tampos. It doesn't have to be blue, okay? It can be black, it can be purple, it can be green. It's not easy being green. Just saying. But there's a Fast and Furious thing. It had this on it, but it was gray. It was gray. I painted it chrome. I don't know. It came with the El Camino. There's El Camino under all this junk. And it's a black one. But it's not on a premium, it's on a medium. Like not a mainline, but not a premium. And there's the El Camino that was under all them pipes, all the outside of the roll cage on the outside. It's like, look, what's the El Camino look like under there? It's like this. That's the one. And look, I didn't even drill it yet because it's cute. It's nice the way it is. It looks like a Ranchero. But I did put lenses on it. I like things that glow in the black light. I'm knocking stuff over. Paints, enamels, lacquers, binders, hot rods. I use a lot of Createx stuff. Just know this is just acrylic. You need a binder to bind it to, or a carrier, whatever you call it, so it will stick to your diecast. And I showed you guys how. Listen, you can use nail polish lacquer. If you cannot find the colors you're looking for, you just need to thin it out with the lacquer thinner. You know, you can get the blue can, lacquer thinner. You clean out your airbrushes with. But if you use automotive paints in your airbrush, you need an automotive cleaner. So that's what came in my mail today. That was $25. Actually, a little more with tax. So that's what I'm working with, right? Because you want different colors that nobody else has, and the only one in the whole wide world. Because, like, people are like, well, you should do more than you should do like 10 of the same. I'm like, no. I just do one of the same and then do like another type of theme, which I think is more fun. right? Then you have the one and only. I'm just saying. All right, guys, I'll let you go. But yeah, I don't know, that cute little El Camino was under all that plastic, and it just clips on. Like, it's a Fast and Furious. I don't like to call it Fast and Furious. I don't like the movie. Listen, I like the cars in the movies, but the movies, I couldn't even get through the first one. Okay, it's the same plot. Just the cars are awesome. Movies, my favorite. Hey, there's a lot of cool cars and a lot of cool movies, and I don't even like the movies. I just like the cars in the movie. I don't know. Some people understand. You feel the same way. I know. There's some of y'all out there just won't admit it. It's okay. I'll say it because I like to make fun of myself, and it's okay. We can laugh about it here. Safe. Right? But don't just, like I said, paint those interiors, Paint the seat belts. Paint the things. Make it light up. Black light. There's a litany of things you can use. And if you're having adhesion issues and your paint won't stick to the plastic, they have plastic adhesion spray, and you just need a tiny spritz, a little tiny, like, or just drop it into some soapy water, some warm soapy water, Dawn, let it dry off, put it on a clip, don't get your finger oils on it, and then paint, or, if you need adhesion spray, just tiny spritz, that's it. You don't need to saturate that thing. And you can use any paint you want. Any kind of paint. Even the cheap 99-cent paint. Or cheaper. Acrylic paint at Walmart. You don't even have to thin it out. I know. I like to be resourceful. Because when you're a person on a budget, and you don't have all this money to buy all sorts of fancy paints and stuff. I mean, you need to buy what you need to buy to build your thing. To build what you're building, you need tools, you need paints, you'll need thinners, lacquers, cleaners, all the things. First, and the cars. And the cars. But they're all fun. There's all. I got a Superbird. I got a Superbird today. I won it in an auction. I love those Superbirds. Those Daytonas. Those ones too. I like them. Because I almost bought this car back in the day. A real one. So I lived in Texas in early 2000s. So this is my story time with Zombie real quick before I let you guys go. They had this car in a consignment shop. It had all these cars in real life, all these old school cars, beautiful. $11,000. And just now, V-Dub, that V-Dub that was in my 64, could fit in all the cars that had interchangeable for every ride. I was like, that's the beauty of Volkswagens, right? But this is a Porsche. Same thing. But also know that VW is the mama to Bugatti. Just saying. FYI, if you didn't know, now you know. Anyways, don't forget to, check out my Buy It Now. If you want to buy something now, you can buy it now. I'll ship it out tomorrow. And I need to, somebody did get the Goldie F. Somebody did get the Goldie F. I did a gold one. I'll do different types of gold. It was this color, this golden one. But some are more golden, some are more brighter, some are a little deep gold, like a honey gold, amber, like a rose gold. Ooh, I should do rose gold Honda Civic, or JD. I've done a gold drift wagon. Also, it doesn't have to be JDM. It could be other things. Not everybody likes JDM. I know, sin. Hey, I have a Honda Element. I could talk a little smack. I have a Honda Element. It's a 2006. And listen, Matchbox makes the Honda Element casting. It's not nothing great. It isn't. There's a lot of gapes and stuff in it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So if you look up Honda Element diecast for like, I don't know, 2006 Honda Element. I just wanted one because, it's my car, right? Everybody wants their car. So I have the Matchbox one, which was like, somebody bought it for me. It was like $40. But it's like, who just wants to buy a Honda Element? Nobody's like banging down my email like, Zombie must have this. Usually people want cars they have or they did have, like Impalas, Rivieras, Continentals, because some of y'all had the 1996 Impala, right? My friend had one. He got pulled over a lot. He hated that car because it was a cop car back then. It was. And he hated driving that car because it was also black. Oh my gosh. There's so many good stories and stuff, and we can talk about diecast and fun stories because, it's a lot of fun. Connect with people on a different level. Just saying. But, make it pretty. Paint those interiors, man. Make them shiny or not. I use 2K clears as well, and there's different types. There's different types of urethanes. Just know when you're putting tampos on these cars, you want to make sure there's not a place where you see where you cut it. Okay? Let me just tell you, just because you slather it on there does not mean it's not going to stick out like a sore thumb, because it will. Just put it. And there's the difference between laser print decals and water and inkjet. I made some. I made those and put them on there. So just know, like, if you're mixing paints or top coats and stuff and different levelers, just make sure it levels off. You don't see the cut marks where you cut out your tampos, your decals. Just always keep that in the back of your mind when you're thinking about putting on tampos all over everything, because it's a lot of work. Because the things are itty bitty, they're so teeny weeny. You definitely need some good tweezers. I'll tell you that. Well, I have a bunch of different tampos. Well, I am making generally a black one and an orange one. Dodge Charger, 1969. Not a Camaro, not something. Not at least keep it a Dodge something. Yeah. So I'll be making generally in the future. That's coming up the pipeline. I'm still working on my horror car series. Because like Frankenstein and all the old school zombie movies and stuff like that. Like, it's great for all like vans like that, because you get all this real estate to maybe put, some silly on it or something crazy. Maybe it look like it has graffiti on the side. You could just take like these little wooden blocks and like cut them like half and half and half. So it's like take the wheels off and then set it on top. Paint those pieces of chunks of wood gray so it looks like cinder blocks. You can, because I have a 5-gallon bucket of wheels. This is just from this week. Actually, there's more because I dumped it already. But if you guys need plastic wheels, just let me know. I'll send you some. I'll send you a box. I sent Nitro Slippers a big box, just plastic wheels, and there's no trade outsies. There's no trade outs for real riders. It's a shame, because I would have some. It's all right. It's gonna be all right. You guys have a good one, and I'll send you guys away. Have a good one. I'll see you guys on Saturday, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I like to poke in every now and then. Oh yeah, I'm your girl, Zombiegirlminis. My ship time is quick because I don't need it sitting in my house. You saw all the cars I have. It's crazy. And it's just in this one area. Just think about the whole house. I have cars in the whole house because I love cars and trucks and helicopters and airplanes, trailers, and all the accoutrements that come with a miniature world, spaceships included. Right? Winnebagos too, boats. Look at that. Very cool. Maybe your miniature people want to go on vacation. My favorite thing in miniatures is building the landscapes to go with these vehicles, right? Landscapes like beaches, cliff sides, lakes. Because I also restore boats, like just toys. I was the little kid that took apart everything. Full restore. This thing was broken down. She's nice and clean now. But yeah, that's a boat. Very cool. It looks like a face. And looks like a boat. And listen, if it's broken and you can see the potential, I can see the potential in everything. It's like, okay, I don't like this car. It has all these stupid tampas or the interior is red. You can fix it. It's not even change it. If you don't like it, you can just change it. If you have more than one, make it like this is the Bel Air Gasser, right? Bel Air Gasser, right? And I have other ones in all sorts of different colors. I got a gold one, a gray one, all sorts of ones. But like I said, it's hard to get those wheels, different crazy wheels. Gassers are fun. But anyways, you guys have a good night. I'll send you guys off. See you later, alligators. And don't forget to follow, and I'll follow you guys back. Let's see. It's good to meet you. And all right, let's send you to someone. Let's send you to Big Daddy. Big Daddy? Angel Art. Rod Art. Okay, bye-bye.